Hi, I'm Hub Arkush, along with Pro Football Weekly Associate Editor Arthur Arkush, here with more of our exclusive NFL Way We Hear It. There's a very interesting story starting to come out of Houston, where the Texans come off the best season in franchise history. Nobody's unhappy with that, but curious moves during the offseason. Now, we knew they would struggle with cap space to re-sign Mario Williams. They're loaded in talent behind him. But the releasing of Eric Winston and the trading of DeMeco Ryans, for a couple reasons, have caught a lot of people off guard.
Yeah, I think so. Starting with Eric Winston, I mean, that was definitely the true stunner, and that shouldn't be confused for anything except for cap relief. He was owed a little over $5 million. They just thought that they had the replacements available. It's not that it wasn't about what Winston didn't do, but just the fact that, as we mentioned, they're in salary cap hell. They need to find a way out of it. So while the release of Winston certainly qualified as a stunner, I think that it was something that needed to be done. We saw that his play hasn't dropped off. It didn't take long for him to start scheduling visits and eventually landing in Kansas City. In the case of DeMeco Ryans, I'd say a little bit less surprising. We were reporting here for a while that he would at least be asked to take a pay cut for sure. He had turned into essentially a one-down linebacker in Wade Phillips' system. Now, he's still a very good player, but I think he's a better fit in a 4-3 as opposed to what Houston's running right now. He's also, still working his way back from the Achilles injury. He came on strong in the second half of last year, but I don't think he was on the field enough to justify what he was going to earn. The only difference between the two is that actually, the Texans are going to pick up about $750,000 this year, so I think they're looking ahead. They've got these other guys, and Connor Barwin and Dwayne Brown, who they value more, and they want to get to re-signing sooner than later. So DeMeco Ryans, they viewed as expendable. They got a fourth-round pick in return.
Well, and here's the other side of the story, is that DeMeco Ryans on defense, Eric Winston on offense, two of the most vocal leaders on that football team. Now, they love the young studs, Connor Barwin, J.J. Watt. You can lose Mario Williams' performance, but with Ryans gone, who's going to lead the defense? And with Winston gone, who's going to lead the offense?
Yeah, I think it's a great question for sure. As good as these guys were on the field, they meant that much more off of the field. Eric Winston, a guy you could always count on to say it like it was in the locker room. Same thing with DeMeco Ryans. Now, they think they're going to be okay. Chemistry is one of the best things the Texans had going for them last year. They think they're going to be all right. They've got young guys in Daniel Manning, Jonathan Joseph, even Antonio Smith. Not the youngest of guys, but guys who can step up in the leadership department. And then, as we talked about earlier, they think they've got the replacements in-house, that they're not going to have a huge drop-off. We'll wait and see if this comes back to bite them.
Well, and the last piece that we can't expect you to answer everything in one piece, Arthur, all the money went to Arian Foster. Running back contracts haven't worked well lately, a very mercurial young man. So a very busy off-season for the defending AFC South champion Houston Texans. For more of the best news, notes, and analysis, stay with us right here at ProFootballWeekly.com, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.